Hello guys, and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part, and welcome to today's Amazon video. We're gonna be talking about summer must-haves. I feel like we're almost to summer. There's a lot of things I like to keep in my house for it. There's a lot of new things I wanted to have this year. We're gonna be covering like all the categories. We're gonna have beauty, we're gonna have organizers, we're gonna have outdoor stuff. So if you're wanting to have some good Amazon summer finds, definitely stay tuned. And as always, I'm gonna have everything numbered. So if you're gonna be doing some shopping, grab a pad, grab a pen, put it in your phone. And then at the end, if you want to look into a product, read more details, reviews, or shop a little bit, you'll have your favorites saved, and I'll have those listed in order down below in the description box, so don't forget to check that out. And just in case you have a hard time finding those links, I will have a pinned comment and I'll have everything in there as well. But just click on the more, scroll down, click on more again, and then that's your description box with all your links. So I'm just like you guys, and I get influenced too, and I kept seeing this Swim leave-in conditioner. I feel like this is so nice to have. Obviously, this is something you can kind of make too if you want to, but I feel like I have years where I have my life together and I can DIY products, and then I have years where I'm just doing the best I can. And so I just wanted to get this, so I have it. So if we're gonna be swimming in our pool that we have at our house, we have a saltwater pool, we go to the beach every year, it's just nice to have. I have a daughter too, she always has friends over, so I feel like this was just a product I wanted to have on hand. It makes it so much easier in your hair, especially when you get out and you need to wash it, and we have long hair here, especially with my new extensions. I just wanted to be able to use this, so this was something I definitely wanted to add to my summer cabinet. One thing I can probably always count on every summer is a sunburn. Not that I want to, I try really hard not to, but sometimes it just happens, especially right there at the beginning. So I wanted to share this active skin repair. Basically, when you get one of those burns, even a normal burn, but if you get a really bad one, just keep spraying on this ever so often and it's gonna heal it so much faster. So you know, like when you're in pain or your child, like I said, we go to the beach normally at the beginning of summer and I try really hard not to burn. We keep sunscreen on us, but sometimes like getting in the water and all of that, reapplying just isn't enough. So this will definitely be staying here, but also going in my beach trip bag. So we have it in Florida as well. Okay, I decided to throw this in last minute. I just ran and got it because not a lot of people want to be out in the sun, but you don't want to be pasty white either. This is something that I wear all winter long. So every Sunday I take a full shower, I put this on, and then by next Sunday it's off and I can reapply. My little tip with this is if you're going to be going to the beach or something at the very beginning, but you don't want to go in pasty, you still want a suntan, I put this on when I go. You can still tan through it, and then as your tan wears off, like your fake tan, you have a real tan underneath. And so it's like the perfect balance, because like that first beach day, or maybe you're going to a pool party and you're like, I don't want to be white, but I'm not dark yet. This is perfect for, like I said, the beginning of summer, maybe all through summer if you're not going to get out in the sun, and then of course all winter. So this is something I always love to have in my cabinet. We're going to be talking about beauty next, but I wanted to share this cool little like gadget off Amazon. So you guys know I've been talking about Whatnot a lot lately. Like I'm obsessed with it. Like I've been on it every single day. I love watching lives, and there's so many good people to watch. There's one that I love to be on her shows. I don't buy a lot because she's a little more expensive than I shop daily, but she's a stylist and she has the best styling tips, and she'll help you through, even if you buy a shirt, she'll tell you different ways to wear it. She has styling hacks. I don't know, I just feel like I've grown and learned a lot. But she talked about these little buttons right here that she keeps, and basically you can add them to like any garment. So maybe you have jeans that have gotten a little too big, or maybe they're a little too tight and you need a little extra room. So this back comes off and it's basically like a push pin, and you can put this anywhere you want to, and then put this on the back. And maybe you need to make your jeans a little bit tighter, which I will say that's the look, is the jeans going a little bit tighter. Maybe it's a top and it's too like V-neck and you want to close it. You can hide this in there. Maybe it's a jacket that you want closed. For $5 you get the whole pack, and it comes with different colors. I feel like it's just an easy thing to have in your closet for when you need to adjust a piece, and it's so easy to do. And like I said, it was around $5 for a whole pack of them. So as soon as she was talking about it, I was like, add to cart, I have to share this with my people. Sometimes I can't honestly remember how much I talk about a product here, or if it's Amazon, like have I forgot to share it with my YouTube people? So I was gonna share this again because it's too good not to. So you guys know, if you follow me from a while, if you've been here from the beginning, I used to wash my hair every single day. I would literally wash it, dry it, curl it. I just had to. I didn't understand how people were going one day, much less 2, 3, or a week. Like I just never got it. So Over time, I finally figured out how to get it a little bit further, but then summer would come and you're just more oily and sweaty. I don't know. And I tend to lean very oily with my hair, not so much my skin, but I have very greasy hair. Like day 2, normally I'm getting greasy. So what I've learned is there's a lot of tips. So first off, like only do conditioner from like your ears down. I did that for years and I still had oily hair, but this is the best dry shampoo you will ever use in your entire life. And I have tested all of them. I've tested the cheap ones, I've tested the most expensive ones. If someone said it was good, I tried it because I was trying everything to not wash my hair every single day. And this has been a game changer. So this you shake up, and it's like a liquid, but then you just spray it. And so you spray it on your hair and then you let it set for a little bit. Go get dressed, finish your mascara, put on your lipstick, whatever, just give it a little bit. And then you're just gonna rub it in, brush it out, and your hair will look like you just washed it. It is amazing. Like if you don't wanna be washing your hair every single day, add to cart. I promise you, I love, love, love this product. I've noticed in recent videos and in DMs and messages, you guys have been asking about if I'm doing my own like eye makeup and what I'm using. I'm about to blow your mind because it is the easiest thing ever. It is one product as far as the eyeshadow. So I just use this. It's L'Oreal. They sent it to me. They sent me 2 colors. I don't think I'd ever put pink on my eyes, but you could use this as like blush or lipstick, but it's just a pencil. I literally rub it. Like I go higher than I used to. So when we were younger, we would go in that crease. I go right above that crease. I just make a blob, and then you can take any brush, any makeup brush that's fluffy, like neither one of these is magical, and you just take it and I kind of rub it and buff it out, but I try to keep it on this side. I don't rub it all the way into my corner. I just rub it over here, and that is it. So I'll link it down below. You probably already have like a brush for it. Like I said, it doesn't have to be anything special. Now I'll tell you what else I do, but like that's the main thing. So the next like eye makeup trick that I swear by is this like ivory cream eyeliner. So a lot of the younger girls will do white right there inside their like waterline right there. If you're my age or around my age, it's really just too much for us. I feel like once you're in your like 20s and up, like 22, 23, even if you're younger, this is just, it's just prettier. It does the same thing without being too bold, but if you're in your 40s or whatever, definitely check this one out. It's affordable, it's on Amazon. I just put it like right there in my waterline, and it like opens and brightens up your eye. So far we just have 2 products. And I will say I have my lashes. I can link them down below if you're curious. I just put them on once a week or every 10 days, so I don't have to worry about mascara and all that. So I am one of those girls, I'm gonna put makeup on every single day. It's just who I am. I did it when I was in elementary, I did it through middle school, through high school. I remember my dad taking me to school some days and him being like, you know, you don't need all that makeup. I used to do a smoky eye. He was like, you don't need all that. I just love makeup. Not a lot of it, like I'm not even that great at it. I just like having it on. I feel awake, I feel put together. But here in Oklahoma, it gets super hot and super humid. So like your face will melt off just by stepping outside in the summer. So I have to have some really good setting sprays. I've mentioned these in the past, but since we're talking summer must-haves, I had to mention them again. This is a really good one. So like there's a lot of like big brands that are more expensive, but when you can find like an Amazon dupe, I say go for it. So this one I like to get like a little sponge wet and spray this. You don't even have to get it wet. You can spray this on this sponge, you can spray it on your face. And I like to dab it all the way through. Basically, when I'm done doing my face makeup, I like to lock it in. Then once I'm done with like my blush and my lipstick and my eyes, I'll take this one. So I'll link this one too. And this is more of a hairspray. So this is a mist. This is a hairspray. Yes, in Oklahoma, I have to use 2. If I want my makeup to stay on, I've got to get it there. You could choose one if you want to. This is like spraying your face with hairspray, but it will keep your makeup in place. So just remember that. Keep it a ways back. If you get too close, it's a lot. Just keep it a ways back. But I swear by these 2 products, if you want your makeup to last, you gotta be using a setting spray, especially during the summertime. What I will say is I don't know that anyone's noticed, but one person has mentioned like, oh, my package smells so lovely. Did you spray something on it? And I did. I don't know if by the time it's getting to you guys, maybe it's wearing off. I know it has some traveling, but this smell is amazing. This was another product sent to me, and when I opened it up, I was like, oh my goodness. So I've been taking it and spraying all of your guys' packages. If you're new here or if you're missing it, I released a jewelry line, and so we've been shipping it out. It's me, Chaise, and Savannah. We hired Savvy. She's been working so hard for you guys. So if you opened a package and you smelled it and you were like, that smells amazing, this is it. It is incredible, and I'm really weird with headaches. I have to be really careful. It's really clean ingredients. So if you're looking for a new summer scent, and it's not like a summer scent, it's just an amazing one, but if you're wanting like a fresh start for summer, like maybe you've been wearing yours for so long you don't smell it anymore, I feel like sometimes you have to shake it up. So like change it up, wear this one for a while, and then go back to the one you love, but sometimes you just need to change it up. This one is an amazing one, worth trying, and it's Amazon, so if you don't like it, you can send it back. I know smells can be hard, but this is definitely worth a try if you're in the market. Side note, I'm so sorry if this lighting is all over the place. It's like a rainy, stormy day here, so I'm trying really hard to keep the same lighting. But I loved that smell so much. I noticed they had it in a candle. Now this is a little pricey, but if you want to like treat yourself, or maybe you're looking for a nice gift, I love that it comes in this nice box. It's a cute, nice candle. I love the color. It's like that see-through black. If you just want a really nice high-end looking gift, and this is it, it would be amazing in your bathroom, a guest bathroom. If you really want to go all out, maybe you're looking for Mother's Day, you could pair the two. Like, it just looks so nice. So I'm gonna have both of these linked down below. Now let's talk about a few organizers. The first one I wanted to mention, because you guys have been seeing how I'm storing my jewelry, and I've been getting a lot of messages like, can I have the link for those drawers? I have clear drawers throughout my entire house. We have them with our jewelry line. We have them underneath all of our sinks. I love keeping sponges and cleaners. It could be beauty stuff. It could be, you know, like all your makeups, your lipsticks, whatever. What's nice is they stack really well. So you can go vertical, which creates a lot of extra space. Like you use that dead space underneath your cabinets and stuff. They slide really well. They come in packs, so you can decide how many you need. I keep adding and adding and adding because we keep adding SKUs to our jewelry, but I have loved these. Like I said, they slide so well. They come put together, like you just unwrap them, so you're not like installing anything. But if you're wanting to like clean up underneath your kitchen sink, or maybe your bathroom, maybe you have creams, maybe it's your night creams, whatever it is, skincare, pool stuff, whatever it is, like it is a shorter one, so it'll fit nicely under things. If you have really long products, I would be careful, but I feel like most of our stuff's shorter. But I wanted to share these because they are really, really good quality. I have shared a lot of hat organizers during my journey here on YouTube, but I found another good one. You guys know I moved Chaise into like the guest closet, and he has the option to lay them flat, but I was like, I'm just gonna try this and see what he thinks. Look how cool this is. I think what's nice about this is you can see everything you have. I feel like when guys just stack them on top of each other, it is a good way to keep them like together, and it doesn't take up a lot of space, but then they forget about the ones in the middle. Like if I can't see it, I forget about it. So I have to have everything displayed really well where I can reach it. Otherwise it doesn't exist to me. So I feel like this was really nice to have. Then if he's looking for like black caps, he can see white. You can rearrange this however. And all it is, it comes in a 2-pack, so I'll let you see it right there. Like that's all it is. So you could do every other if you don't want them that tight. But, and girls, like we probably just need one of these, and we could use like every other slot. I own like one hat, maybe two. I typically keep them with his, but this is just a cute way. So if you're looking for a system for your hats or your husband's, this is a good one, and it looks pretty. I kind of mentioned it earlier, but I did like switch out our closets. If you missed it, I know some of you just like watched the Amazon video. So if you didn't watch the closet organization, it's a good one if you want to go check it out. But I switched out all my hangers. So I switched over to these gold ones just because I liked the look better. And I've had a lot of questions about them, like, does it indent? Do things slide off? So I just wanted to address it in this video because it was just a fun way to add life to my closet. I like it better. Sometimes the velvet hangers, which were the ones, now Chaise still uses them, we still have them. Sometimes the clothes get stuck and I feel like it can stretch it out. It does slide smoothly off of this, but things don't pull off unless I'm trying. There is this little indent here, so even if I had like a tank top, it drops into this. So I have not had an issue with anything falling off. I hang dry the majority of all my shirts. I don't dry them. They hang dry on this. I haven't had any issues with it like bubbling or wrinkling. It's still very narrow like the velvet hanger, so you can still have a lot of clothes in the same space. It's thick and doesn't take up a lot. I will say the only thing about this one is it doesn't turn. So if you have the velvet hangers, you can like spin this around. That's the only con I can tell you in this, but I have loved these. I keep ordering them because I didn't have enough, but I love these, so if you were questioning it, they've done really well. And since we're talking about hangers, I wanted to talk about the pant hangers just quickly. These are really nice. They're adjustable, so you can move these in depending on the size, which is super nice. This one does spin, and this one also has like a plastic grip on it. I haven't noticed any issues with the other one not. Maybe this just doesn't slide as bad or whatever, but I've loved having both of them. They look beautiful in my closet. So if you're like, I'm over the velvet, or I just need a change, I need something simple, grab new hangers, and it just like brings your closet back to life. And side note, it's a really good way to declutter because you're actually touching every piece to take the old hanger off and the new one on. And so when you touch something, you realize if you want it, if you don't, if it's too big, if it's messed up. So while you're doing this, it'll actually like edit your closet too. Now let's do a little fashion break. So I always like to share with you like fashion that I'm loving. I picked up this set from Amazon and I'm in love. It's probably the most universal set I've ever shown to you guys ever. Like, I'm gonna pop up some photos of the reviews. I always like to scroll down and see real life photos, not like the model wearing it that's gonna look good, but actual humans in it. And I'm telling you, it was all ages, like the whole entire age range, all shapes and sizes, from skinny mini, like wearing it like over a bathing suit, which was super cute on the beach, all the way to someone that was pregnant and it fit her well, up to the older years. What I will say, it's tall girl friendly because the shorts were long, so it's perfect. I just fold mine over once and it's perfect for short girls like me. So like when I say it's versatile, there's so many different colors. You can wear it buttoned up with a cute necklace. That's kind of how I've styled it. You can wear it open. I saw girls, like I said, with swimsuits or crop tops, or if you just want a cute tank underneath it, you could do a cute graphic tee. You could wear this top with jeans or denim shorts. Like, there's so many different ways to wear it, and I loved how many different types of people were wearing it, like sizes, shapes, ages. Like, this is a good one to have. It is 100% cotton. It does say like it gets returned a lot for the loose fit, but that's actually what I love about it. Like, when I'm gonna be out somewhere and it's gonna be hot during the summertime, I love that it's cotton so it breathes, but I don't want it tight sticking to me. I like the oversized feel, so I still got a small. Now, if you want to size down, I think you could, but personally, I wouldn't grab the extra small. Like, I love the small. I feel like it fits really, really well. It steamed so well. Sometimes when I'm steaming products, it like, even nice clothes, like high-end clothes, I'm like, this is taking forever. It took me no time. So it would be really great to travel with, take a steamer, you could wear it or whatever. Comes in a million different colors, so whatever your style is, but I can't stress enough how much I love this set. And real quickly, I wanted to share my jewelry just one more time. I don't get to talk as much to you guys as I do over on Instagram. So this is the Miley necklace. It sold out instantly, but we got it back in stock and have several of them. I love that it's 4 layers. It's already done for you. So if you like overthink your jewelry and you're like, I want the layered look, but I can't do it, this is a good way to go. And it's still very simple and understated, but this is literally one necklace. And then my earrings I love. I think I talked about these in my last Amazon video. What I love about these is you could just sleep in these and you can't lose the back. So the front has the post and then the back hooks on it. I feel like these are cute for teens, pre-teens, adults. They're just really cute. And then rings, and then of course all my bracelets. I'll have linked. I'll have like a link just going straight to my store, but I can tell you which ones these are. I do everything in these. So there's a lifetime warranty, free shipping, waterproof. Like, I swim, shower, everything in these. I never take them off, so it's gonna hold up. So if you're needing some good jewelry, don't forget to check out my site. There are some items I will rave and rave about. You guys will buy them, we love them, and then they disappear and I'm so sad. So there's a few I'm constantly seeing if they're gonna come back or if another brand's gonna come out with it. And I'm so glad to tell you the Flexi hose is back. It may be a different company, but I love these hoses. There's nothing more than I hate than a normal hose just like all over the ground. I can't get it in the pot. It doesn't fit. I have to wind it back up. Like, I just don't like it. And here in Oklahoma, we have to water almost every single day. I'm doing my bushes. We're gonna be getting a tree in the backyard. Like, I want it to be easy. They're heavy, they're obnoxious. I don't like them. I love a good, flexible, expanding hose, and Amazon finally has them back. But wait, there's more. It's in solid black now. So they used to have like a stripe or a design. I don't remember. I had to get like green, I had to get blue. I dealt with it, but gosh, can I just tell you how much I love this solid black with the gold detail. It's like a Chanel expanding hose. Like they just tuck away. So if you've never had one of these, it's a game changer, especially if you're older, if you can't lift weights, you know, like heavy things, you don't want to be like pulling it in. I don't know, watering can be a nightmare. You just hook this in and it'll expand 3 times its size right here. So it just gets bigger and bigger. You can water your whole front yard, and then you turn the water off and you just keep spraying out and it shrinks back up. You can put it, I mean, on the ground. You can wind it up on like a hose stand. I like to just keep mine in a pretty pot and you never see it. So I will have these all around my house. It's just cleaner, it's easier. I absolutely love them. Okay, we're down to 2 more products. The next one are outdoor like chairs, loungers. You guys have seen them in the past. I've had them for a couple years. We had a tornado get really close, which means we had very, very, very high speed winds. It even took our trampoline that was like staked down with huge stakes, threw it around, crumbled it. So anyways, those chairs were gone. So we had to chunk those, but I loved them so much. I wanted to order them again. So I did want to share them with you guys if you're in the market. I love their neutral. It comes with a table. They're just pretty. I lay out in them. I love to do it in the morning while I have like my happy juice in the morning. And then I love to just sit out a few minutes every day and just get a little light sun so I don't burn when I'm outside when I can, but they're just nice to have. Like it's nice to have chairs, but I like relaxing, or I can lay like on my stomach so I can tan my back. That's one of the best things, but they're good loungers if you need them, and I feel like they look nice. The last thing I want to share, I think I even talked about last year, we have to have a flea preventative something for our dogs. When we first moved here, I didn't, and like the groomer came to bathe and clean Tiger and she was like, he is covered. So she suggested this. We've used it ever since. It works so well. It says it lasts for 8 months, but we just buy once a year because like all winter, I don't feel like there's a lot of fleas. My boys aren't outside a lot. You know, they go out to use the bathroom, come in. So we just do it once a year right before summer hits. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, all of that stuff, lice, and it just stays on underneath their collar. Like I said, if it's not for you, that's fine. But if you're needing something, we have not had an issue since we put these on our dogs, and our dogs haven't had any issues, and they've had these on for several years. So actually that story that I'm telling you about wasn't here. It was 2 houses ago when we still had like an acre, so it would be even worse out here. So we've been wearing these for several years. When I say we, it's my dogs, George and Tiger. But if you're looking for a good option, things can be super expensive, and this is just the best thing on the market, especially since it lasts us a full year. Okay guys, that is a wrap. These are all my Amazon like favorites, summer must-haves, all the things I'm gonna keep here in my house. So hopefully you'll find something that's helpful for you, or maybe something you just needed to restock. Don't forget, I numbered everything, but it's all listed down below. If you forgot your numbers, just go down there. I'm gonna have everything linked. So enjoy shopping. I truly appreciate you being here. It really does help me out, especially when you make it till the end. If you'll like it, that helps, but if you share it, it helps even more. So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.